Every day, the ground beneath your feet cracks with the rumble of forces you can barely see. Social movements, shifts in public mood, tides of change that can make or break empires overnight. But for those who build companies, invest in vision, lead teams, these shocks are not just news, they're threats. Threats to plans, strategies, capital, and the very futures you're fighting to create. You know the frustration, spending months, even years, crafting an idea only to have it shattered by a political wave, a grassroots uprising, or a collective roar that nobody predicted. You feel the gnawing fear that the world is moving too fast, too messy, too unpredictable to win at this game with yesterday's tools. You want to know, how can you stay ahead? How can you sense these eruptions before they explode and rip apart your carefully built future? Listen close, because this is no longer about luck or guesswork. The kind that feels the pulse of the crowd before it starts pounding. The future of predicting social movements lies in a relentless, ruthless weapon, artificial intelligence. But not the kind that parrot headlines or regurgitates static trends. The kind that listens to conversations in the shadows, reads between the lines of fragmented data from streets, social media, even anonymous chats where tomorrow's ideas are born today but hidden from the naked eye. This isn't sci-fi. It's the bleeding edge of what your rivals want, what your investors demand, what your instincts scream for. It's yours for the taking, if you crush the passivity and seize it with ferocity. First, throw out every old method where data is just historic or surface level. You're not here to react, you're here to foresee. Start demanding AI models that decode human emotions embedded in masses, that analyze micro patterns in language shifts and sentiment spikes. When 100 voices whisper unrest in tiny scattered pockets across platforms, that's your first signal. Most people overlook this whisper as noise. You don't. You hunt it. Command your teams to feed AI datasets capturing the subtle, contextual cultural nuances, the local slang, the sarcasm, the frustration laced between words, because that is where the storm brews before it's visible. The complexity of human speech flows like an underground river, silent but powerful. AI that misses, that won't save you. Don't fall into the trap of trusting a single source or single kind of data. You must build networks of insights, sentiment analysis fused with geolocation, cross-checked with economic fluctuations and historical precedents. For every micro-movement, there's often a pattern hidden in unlikely places, a sudden drop in micro-loan requests, a spike in chat rooms about unfair wages, a flavor of dissatisfaction that AI can knit into a warning. Insist on tools that stream this data in real time, not as reports after the battle ends. But even then, raw data without context is just noise. AI that understands your unique ecosystem will highlight the invisible sparks before they catch. You must forge AI systems that learn your mission, your vision, and your values, powerful enough to understand what matters to you specifically. What threatens your sector, your portfolio, your team's morale. Now, here's where you separate from the herd. Do not wait for the AI to present a crisis. Harness it to architect solutions that move faster than the movement itself. This means coupling prediction with action. Your AI must have an operational layer that tells you, here's not just what is coming, but exactly who to talk to, what messages to amplify, what education or policy changes to accelerate, or what alliances to form right now. Turn AI from a crystal ball into a battle plan. By building a living network of trusted collaborators equipped with these AI insights, you break isolation. Isolation is the death of foresight. Your network becomes a hive mind, moving as one, agile and unbreakable. Leverage AI to connect the dots between founders, leaders, inflows of capital, and even grassroots organizers who hold keys to underground sentiment shifts. You will build bridges before the wave even rises. Most people settle for simple dashboards with numbers they don't fully understand. That's complacency dressed as preparedness. You demand dynamic, self-evolving AI systems that provoke your thinking, challenge your assumptions, and force you to rethink your strategies daily because the world doesn't pause. This is relentless. This is demanding. This is how the few become the future's architects, not its victims. Here is the brutal truth. None of this will happen without obsession. Be obsessed with the smallest signal. Fixate on what makes your AI smarter every hour. Build teams so hungry they refuse to dismiss a sudden spike or bizarre comment. Use AI to unveil layers beneath layers, patterns even insiders can't touch. If you want to predict social movements before they emerge, you must understand that these forces are the collective voices of real people, frustrated, angry, hungry for change. Your AI needs to feel that anger as energy, not just noise. Then, don't hide behind the convenience of old guards or comfort zones. Acts of true leadership mean embracing uncertainty actively, not retreating into safe silos or waiting to see what happens. When AI gives you a signal, use it aggressively to reshape narratives, to fund alternative policies, to empower key voices that preempt chaos. Be the electric spark that redirects the storm to create opportunities, not destruction. Remember, the social movements of tomorrow won't be caught by yesterday's polls or expert opinions. They will be swarming from fragmented, decentralized nodes, where you only find them if you connect the right dots instantly. AI is your bloodhound, but only if it's unleashed without limits, carefully fed, and ruthlessly pushed to evolve. If this sounds radical, that's because it is. The world you want to shape isn't built with hesitation or half measures. It's forged in the relentless pursuit of freedom, not just from past illusions, but from future chaos. The AI tools you choose to wield must be extensions of that obsession, to locate the hidden pathways where movements bud, to transform raw data into strategic advantage, and to weave human connection across borders and beliefs faster than any wave can crash. This isn't idle talk. It's the front line of your reality. The quiet rebellions that build overnight will dictate markets, futures, and true freedom. If you want to lead, you must embody the relentless fire to predict, act, and reshape before social movements even take their first breath. Do not settle. Demand AI that fears no complexity, no chaos. One that thrives on uncertainty and rides it to victory. Build it, nurture it, weave it into every fiber of your decision-making. Connect fiercely with those who share your mission. Move with the speed of thought. That is how the rare forge reality. That is how the walls of the old world fall silently and the new world rises. This moment is yours, not to watch, not to wait, but to turn fury, fear, and frustration into your greatest weapon. Through AI that sees the invisible, feels the unheard, and powers your every step beyond limits you only dared to imagine. The future won't wait, neither can you.